So the thought of growing flowers in with your fruit and veg was at one time very uncommon, and very few gardeners tend to practice companion planting at the very least. If they did, it's usually because they didn't have space to segregate the two. So it's kind of you had to grow them together or you didn't grow either kind of thing. So yeah, that was kind of how it was practiced if it was at all. So it was very uncommon. Thankfully, this has become a lot more common, and the benefits have greatly improved how we garden today. Amazing. So yes, just putting that out there. Growing flowers in your fruit and veg is much more common than it was once. Years ago, like centuries ago, it was quite common. Lots of small holdings, if you like, small farms would use companion planting quite readily. When it's small, you're growing for yourself and your family kind of thing. They used to use a lot more natural ways of managing the health of the garden. So companion plantings like that came into it a lot more. But as it got to more commercial sizes, high yields, more machinery being used and everything, it got forgotten about. It kind of got pushed to one side because it wasn't as effective as like the chemical products that were going out, the feeds and things. So yeah, so it kind of got pushed to one side. But it did used to, at one time, it did used to be quite common. But then it kind of just dropped off the wayside a little bit. But it's coming back. It's coming back. Companion planting has been part of horticultural practice for a long time. And different ways companion planting can benefit your garden and look after your veg patch more recently have become a lot more common practice, as to say, across the gardening world. Including flowers can be very effective at improving the yield of your plants, of your vegetable plants, which is why farmers used to use them years ago to improve the health of the soil and the garden and everything, but they would improve the yield. You'll get much more fruit and veg from your veg patch simply by attracting in the pollinators, which are the key, really. Bees are key. So if we didn't have pollinators, we wouldn't have food. We wouldn't have medicine. We'd have a lot of things we wouldn't have. So pollinators are key, and attracting more of those into your garden, into your veg patch, will improve the amount of food you get. Simples. So I was talking about this in the membership the other day. So simply by attracting in more pollinators to your garden and helping to improve the pollination rates on your plants. So companion planting is really effective like this. But number 2 on my list is companion planting can help to attract in not just pollinators, but other beneficial insects as well, which will obviously help to manage the pest population in your garden, improving the overall health of your plants, reducing the amount of disease that spreads around your garden, the damage caused by this disease and caused obviously by the pest feeding on your plant, affecting the health of your garden, the resilience of your plants as well. An unwell plant, if it's been affected by disease, it's not recovering very well, is going to be less likely to produce any kind of flowers, buds, fruit, anything like that as well. So it's less likely to produce any kind of food. So we don't want this, ideally. So companion plantings can also help greatly towards the health of your plants. I was saying about the farms.